That's not how you wanted to wake up this morning, is it? Come on in.
Mummy, that looks
That's
horrible.
really good. It's really good, doesn't it?
That looks horrible.
You look like Beetlejuice. Let's put the other light on as well. Let's get the lights on.
I hope I haven't scared anybody.
Don't be silly. There's only people watching with kids who'll be traumatised for life. Here, there you go, babe.
Right,
Good evening, everybody. Oh, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Stand Up from the Shed. I've not dressed up, but Gemma has.
Yeah, because I said, are we getting dressed up? And then he came out.
Have you got dressed up?
Oh, very good. Had a shower, and he was like, I'm ready. And I'm like, but what about this?
But I can't deliver lines that are stand-up lines dressed as Beetlejuice. But you're quite a good foil, aren't you? Yeah. It's quite good. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Stand Up from the Shed.
Hello.
Are you all right, Gemma? You look like you've been dug up. Sorry. You need that, don't you? Are we gonna play some tunes?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's get this. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, everybody. I nearly had the vocal thing again when I couldn't speak.
Fast brain, slow lips.
Fast brain, slow lips is back. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Stand Up from the Shed 32. I'm Scott Bennett. This is Gemma, my wife, Gemma Bennett. Also Beetlejuice. Oh, that was deep.
It's good, isn't it?
She could do voiceovers. Take note, people. Get her an agent. Incredible. Let's do it, Gemma. Remember, it's 7:45 on a Wednesday night.
I thought we were getting 7:45.
7:45 on a Wednesday night. Scans better.
7:45 on a...
7:45 on a Wednesday night. Come on.
Hang on.
Come on.
7:45 on a Thursday.
I'll start again. I won't with you. Come on. 7:45 on a Wednesday night, and I grab my drink and I feel alright. Ain't got nowhere else to go, so I'm going to the Shed Show. Shed Show. Need a tissue. Shed Show. Shed Show. Let's go. I find that quite erotic.
Really?
Yeah.
How about this then?
Go on.
Hang on.
Oh no, you should have done this in rehearsal. Oh,
yeah.
Very good. It's like the BBC Sounds Department. Good evening. Gemma's going to be on the feed. She's going to be monitoring that. Say hello. Why not say what do you think of her?
I do look scary.
You do.
I
Stop
don't
looking
like
at yourself.
it.
You look a bit like a you look like a scary skunk. Or like a badger, like a crack badger, a crack badger. No, you look like a meth-headed badger.
Yeah.
I think that's what you look like.
The thing is, people can't really appreciate the decor because it's light.
Well, I know we have to have lights on. We can't do the whole show in the dark. Gemma's going to be monitoring the feed, so I don't have to. Say hello to her. We've got a real ram-packed show this evening, Gemma. Are you going down or are you staying up?
I'll go down.
Gemma's going down.
Cheers, everyone.
So she's going back to her grave. Oh, that works, doesn't it? Do you know the creaky door? That worked really well, didn't it? The creaky door. And also, people have noticed, Gemma, we've insulated this side now of the shed. We're double insulated. So, Gemma, she's going to sit on the floor.
It does look different, actually.
Yes, people said it's very atmospheric. So, if you've got anything to say, just drop Gemma a line. She's going to not listen to me and not laugh in the appropriate places because she's going to be watching the feed, aren't you, love?
Yeah.
So, there we go. I'm going to be on my own. I just want to say, Gemma, that's a fantastic Halloween costume you've got there.
Thank you.
And I've looked, I know it's your face, but it's an asset, isn't it? It's a wonderful asset, and you've made the best of it, darling. Now, I found some Halloween costumes. Do you want to have a quick look?
Go on.
I found some really good ones. Look at that one, Gem. Look at that one.
Ooh.
It's a man dressed as a fire.
I don't like
Look,
it.
Everybody, look. That is a man in a fireplace as a fire. I mean, that is a great costume, but what it does mean is if you go to a party, Gemma, do you remember when we could do that years ago? That now means that you have to spend all your evening cramped up in a fireplace with your head in the corner, which is not a good look. It's not a good look. Also, Gemma, look at this one. Look at this one. I think a Halloween costume's not a Halloween costume unless children are crying. Look at that one. Look at that one.
Oh, God, that's horrible.
Here we go. I like this one. Because it looks like a tiny little nana. A scary nana. And it's made that kid cry. Great costume. Any costume that makes a child cry or be disturbed is perfect in my eyes. This is another one, Gemma. This is an absolute banger. Look at this one, Gem.
What?
That one bends my head.
Oh, God, that's brilliant.
Look how he's done that there, look.
That's really
and then
good.
I found out he did amputate his own legs for it.
No,
he didn't. But I mean, that is incredible, isn't it? Look at that. Look at the effort he's gone to that. I don't know which bits are his body or which bits are the costume. So anyway, it's not a Halloween themed show, is it, Gemma?
No.
It's just as...
Yeah, well, it is kind of.
It's just kind of. You've trimmed up the shed. It's quite nice, isn't it? It feels quite spooky in here. So this is Stand Up from the Shed. Basically, I'm Scott. I'm a comedian. I think do I need to say that now after 32 weeks?
I think so.
Yeah, okay, thank you, Gemma. Thanks for that. Look how you've popped up there like a little...
I know,
looks like you've dug yourself up again. Lovely. Look at it popping up there. Hit it. It's like a badger with TB. I should hit her with a spade.
Yeah.
Gemma, can I tell you about my week?
Please do. I'm an elephant.
My week is I went to London.
London town.
I've been to London town because I'm very important now. So I go to London a lot, Gemma. And do you know what I did see, darling? You're going to have to listen because I want you to be involved in this conversation. I came out, I've been in a TV studio, very posh, Gemma, very nice and very sort of exciting and sort of an atmosphere of professionalism, Gem.
Yeah.
The glamour was incredible. And then I came outside and I saw a man weeing into a grate in the middle of the road, Gemma.
God.
And hands-free,
Oh,
just
my
hands-free,
God.
weeing, and I thought it wasn't a homeless guy just weeing into the middle of it, and I thought hands-free, at least he's healthy, isn't it? It's hygienic, and he was weeing hands-free, and do you know what I love about that, Gemma? Is I love the contrast from a TV studio to a man openly urinating into a grate. I thought that's the whole London experience there. The other thing is, Gemma, I sometimes I test myself with my bladder. Do you know this?
Yeah.
Do you know this, Gem? I actually sometimes try. I hold it too much, and I just think I've got a real powerful bladder, and I think it's a bladder that's going to be good for this industry. You keep looking at yourself on there. Because it means I can hold it for ages, and I like. But then sometimes I get me into trouble because then I will literally be on the precipice of weeing myself, and then I put myself under unnecessary pressure. It's like I'm in my own game show.
What do you mean to say, Scott? At the age of 41, you haven't got a failing pelvic floor?
I haven't got. I've got quite a good pelvic. I think my pelvic floor. Have I got a pelvic floor?
That's what I'm saying.
Have I got? Do men have pelvic floors?
No, not really.
I've just got normal floors.
I don't know. You must have.
I must have something. I don't know. Whatever it is, it's got the tautness of a trampoline. Because I've got a massive bladder. I can do a full day, Gemma, drinking water without going to the toilet.
That's not healthy.
No, but if I do make it into telly, Gem, I'll be a producer's dream. They'll never have to cut. No. I'll just keep going. It'll just be like, how is he not weeing? He's a monster, that man.
They'll get you on those live telephones.
At what point does he break? Let's raise some money on the totalizer. Yeah. He's still not wet himself. Keep going. Sponsored by Evian, maybe. Also, Gemma, I ate at a place called Box Park.
Oh.
And it's one of these fancy canteen restauranty things. And whenever I go to London, Gemma, can I just say something to you?
Please.
I feel really confused. I feel scared. I feel like my dad does when he goes into Costa. When he's in, because he's just he's looking round bewildered. My dad still sits in Costa, looks round and goes, haven't these people heard of a flask? He doesn't really get it, right? And I went to Box Park, Gem. It's a big food hall in Wembley. Now, do you remember when we went, we don't go very often, but do you remember when Nando's, often, right? Do you remember when Nando's came out?
Yeah.
Right, and then Nando's was that system they introduced there, just blew people's minds. The fact that you got to get your table, then go to the till, then get your own cutlery and your sauces, then get your own drink, right? Do you remember that? It was like going out for a meal, but also working for them. It was
Can
a
I
weird...
just say, I've never been to Nando's.
We have been once.
Once?
Yeah, and we didn't like it because of the system,
okay.
right? And it's like, it worries me how much we're eroding customer service. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But anyway, at Box Park, Gemma, it's one up from that even.
Is it a park?
No, it's just like loads of individual restaurants in a big hangar, right?
Okay.
You order everything on an app. Right? And all you've got to do, right? You order everything on an app, and let me tell you, darling,
Go on.
when you're starving, there's nothing that you'll need less than admin to set up an account. Do you know, I had to go through and register, Gem. I was absolutely starving. Anyway, they bring you the drinks, Gem, but you have to go and collect your food.
Yeah.
You've got to go and collect the flu. Go and collect the food yourself, right?
Brain slowly.
Yeah, indeed. You got to get the food yourself, Gem. You're your own waiter. At the end, I was so impressed. I gave myself a tip. I really was. The other thing that happened, Gemma, is I walked around London, and you know this, in my new brogues, which looked amazing, but ripped my feet to shreds, didn't they?
Absolutely destroyed.
I could hardly walk Shed Showdowns. It looked like I'd got trench foot. Do you know what I mean? Every step hurt, right? And when I was walking, I must have looked like I'd gone through the ages of man in reverse, Gem. Yeah. Do you know, I started off striding purposely. I'm in London, I'm going to meetings, and by the end of the day, I was hunched over like a primate, like that, just going, oh, it's absolutely killing me, this. Right? And do you know what, Gemma, though? Do you know what the answer is?
Go on.
Get rid of the shoes.
Oh, God.
Don't wear shoes. Do you know there's a movement?
You should have been like that.
No.
That final scene in Crocodile Dundee when she takes off the high heels and runs through the streets.
I did. I shouted. I was in so much pain. I got on a subway and shouted, I'm not going to marry Richard. I don't even... But, Gem, do you know, there's a movement called the Barefoot. And now, there's a guy in where we live. I've told you about him.
Ooh.
Have I told you this guy?
No.
He's a guy who doesn't wear shoes.
What?
Have you not seen him walking up and down?
Is that surely that...
It's true, genuinely.
What?
There's a guy.
Is it out of choice?
Yeah, he's not like homeless. He's part of the community. And do you know what he is?
Right.
He's a barefooter. They're an organisation. They don't, honestly, I went on the internet. They don't believe in shoes, right?
Yeah, but you know, if you went barefoot, the police would come up and say, can you put those monstrosities away?
There would be a criminal offence.
Yeah.
They do me for those feet, right?
Yeah.
But no, honestly, right? The barefooters believe, right, Gem, that the walking barefoot keeps you connected to the earth, absorbing nutrients from the ground,
well, it
right?
literally keeps you connected to the earth.
Well, yeah, I mean, but absorbing nutrients, I think the dog shit's getting in the way. I mean, we're not walking across the plains of Africa. We're walking into Nottingham, mate. Do you know what I mean?
Awful.
They claim it's about having nomadic spirit,
what about
Gem.
chewing gum?
Well, exactly. They claim it's about having nomadic spirit, Gem.
Yeah.
But and presumably feet harbouring more bacteria than a festival portaloo. I mean, you know what? Imagine that, Gem. I moan about giving you a foot rub, but at least your feet are clean.
Oh.
After a full day on the tarmac, it'd be like caressing a coal miner's butt cheek, wouldn't it? Right. And one day, this guy, I've seen him, Gem, 4 or 5 times now. I'm going to stop it. I'm going to just say to him, you do know you've got no shoes on, mate. Just in case he goes, oh, God, I've done it again.
Yeah.
I wondered why I was riddled with broken glass and hepatitis.
Oh, God.
And I've been on the website, Gem.
Yeah.
This Barefooters, check it out, guys. It's a genuine movement, right? They have rejected shoes. They see them as an object of oppression made by slaves, which feed into a system of injustice. So if that's the case, Gemma, the bottom of your wardrobe is technically a war crime, isn't it? Because you've got so many shoes. To those people, you're basically Pol Pot in a plimsolls. You really are, right? So they don't wear shoes anywhere. They don't wear them to go to work, Gem. They don't wear them to go to the shops. They don't wear them when they eat in restaurants. I don't agree with that. Because I don't want to see someone's manky trotters creeping into my eye line while I'm trying to enjoy my Nando's. You know,
especially if you've been in with kids, you're going to be treading on so many leftovers on
unbelievable.
the floor.
Do you know what I mean? I don't want someone walking custard creams through bloody Pizza Express. I don't want it, right? Gemma, when you think about it, what do you think about that? Because only barefoot in public that's acceptable is on a beach or if you're a toddler, isn't it?
Well,
you don't think?
Well, you know, Rob Lowe, our sponsor.
Rob Lowe, the sponsor. Hello, interlude.
He's just said, my old school friend's mum has been a barefooter for 50 years.
You see, I told you it was a thing.
She was a bit of a cult figure in rugby back in the day.
I told you, what did she play? Prop forward. I'm joking. But she couldn't have done with them bare feet. One stand on that, you're in pain, aren't you?
Oh, Adele Smith, barefooters must be Australian like my partner.
They are, the New Zealand.
Never wears shoes.
That's true, Adele. Is it Adele who said that?
Adele, yeah.
It's New Zealand, Australia, because you can get away with it there. But you're not walking through the middle of Hull, are you? You're not walking through the middle of Hull, collecting stuff on your feet like a Petri dish. It's not happening. Gemma, we've got a new feature this week.
We have.
We've got It's Nice to Be Nice.
It's nice to be nice.
It's nice to be nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that is, it's nice to be nice. I'm going to pay you a compliment, Gem. I'm paying Gemma a compliment. And the compliment is, she's so brave. Gemma, you're so brave.
Why?
Because we needed to replace our batteries in the house alarm this week.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like going up ladders. I'm too scared. My knees go wobbly. I get a sweaty bumhole. And I want to just throw myself off the top. But Gemma, she went up there and she did it without any fuss while I stood at the bottom of the ladder shouting encouragement like we were on the cube. Wasn't it, love?
Yeah.
I was just like, you're doing so well. You're doing so well. She's incredible. She's also available, aren't you, love, for guttering and low-level roofing jobs. I was just saying about, we're loving our quiz shows, aren't we, at the moment?
Oh, my God.
I've
taped tipping point for later.
She's taped tipping point. Do you know what? We're watching game shows, having a little drinky. And I must admit, it's keeping me sane. We like tipping point, love, don't we? We like the cube.
Tipple point.
We like nipple point as well. That's a follow-up.
No, cube was brilliant.
Yeah, tipping point.
Tipping point. We love.
I was just going to
You know
say,
what I'm gonna say?
the one we like the most is the wall.
Oh,
Danny
drop
tired
her.
the wall.
Drop
Drop him, you bloody wall. I honestly, some days that man is so angry with the wall.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the exact. He's
I love it when he
like
goes-
he's angry with the wall than the Mexicans would have been if Donald Trump had built it.
He hates the wall.
He hates the wall. Some
Yeah.
days he gets in there, and I'm just like, Danny, what has the wall done to you? Just come on, wall. What
Yeah.
you playing at?
Don't be a slag wall.
Don't be. I mean, it doesn't say that's BBC One, but come on, wall. I'm gonna cut your wall. If I see you, better drop him down now. 50k wall.
And I love it when he says,
50K wall.
"Oh, Angela Rippon. Oh, she's a right sort."
She's a right sort, is Angela Rippon. I can get away with it. That is someone's nana, mate.
And I love it when he says, "Is it right?
Is it
Or
right?
is it wrong?"
Or is it wrong? Or is it a slap round the face?
Oh,
I like it and I love
love
it. And
it.
he's perfect for it, isn't it? The other thing, Gemma, is weekly, another feature. We haven't got music for these, love.
I'll have to come up
It's
with
nice to.
something.
I thought of a feature, didn't we?
Yeah.
Weekly wobbles.
Yeah,
Weekly wobbles.
yeah,
This is where we say something that we're worried about.
yeah.
And have you got anything?
I have. Have you got one?
I've got one.
Yeah, you go first.
Why do I ache when I get up? Every morning now, guys, I am aching. I am used to being stiff in the morning, but but that was perfectly timed. I'm used to being stiff in the morning, but only around a certain region. Now,
God.
this is basically I've been carrying Sophia on my shoulders, haven't I? And
Yeah.
it's like carrying a big bag of gravel on your neck for an hour.
It's also incredibly stupid.
It's stupid, but I want to be.
She's not little
No, let me
anymore.
explain, guys. I want to be that cool dad.
Yeah.
You know, the one running around with a kid on his shoulders. You know,
Yeah.
the dads you see, like laughing, happy,
Yeah.
making memories. You're the best daddy in the world. It's such a great view up
Yeah.
here. What you don't see is that same daddy 2 weeks later soaking in a hot bath, whacked off his tits and ibuprofen, right? All lunged over, trying to watch
Yeah.
Pointless
Yeah.
while curled up in the crash position. You don't see.
God.
That's what you don't see, right? And I think, do you know what it is? I've looked
Go on.
into it. Your body suppresses your natural anti-inflammatory chemicals during the night, Gem, which is why you ache like shit in the morning.
Yeah,
And as you
well.
get older, it does it more and more until eventually you can't walk and you just wait for death to
You're
take you.
just a font of bloody knowledge.
I am a
aren't
font
you?
of knowledge. I'm doing research. I'm laughing. I'm learning, and we're in the shed. What's your thing? Your weekly wobble, Gemma? What's your weekly wobble? We're rocketing through this tonight.
Oh God, my weekly wobble was
Yeah.
I was a bit nervous about going for my flu jab,
Yeah.
and I got to the door, went in, totally willing to have it done.
Yes.
But for some reason, because I've not had an injection for ages, I
Yeah.
felt a bit nervous about
They
it.
thought you were gonna wake up and you've
But
been
then he
bundled
goes, you
into a
can't
van.
have one anyway.
So she was worried about an injection that never happened. Do you
Yeah.
know what? That does show you something.
What?
The fear of something is way worse than the actual thing happening.
does.
And that's a message for everyone. Gemma, we're going to do topical news. Can we have a little bit of music, please, darling?
of course.
We are rocketing through tonight, and I am in that sort. Yeah, and because oh,
Topical news. Topical news.
thank you, Beetlejuice. You can stay here if you like, because you've done such
Yeah.
a good job. Why not sit in the corner?
Exactly.
Big news this week.
Big
For a moment, don't
news.
watch the feed because it's distracting. Right? Big news this week.
Yeah.
People thought Woolworths was coming back.
Oh God.
No, it's good because for a minute, right?
We thought we could get pick a mix.
Yes, because this is the thing, right? I thought this. I knew this virus was all a dream,
Yeah.
and we were in a coma, and it felt like I'd woken up in 1991 again, right?
Yeah.
Because
Is that when Woolworths was around?
I think
How
so.
long
Right?
has it
It's
been
been shut since
not that long.
2009. It shut. But however, right, because it came up, a post came up on Twitter saying that Woolworths was reopening,
Right.
and it went viral, right?
Okay.
And you couldn't. I mean, they couldn't make that business work in a booming economy.
No.
Never mind in a pandemic,
No,
right?
no.
But however, I tried to describe.
Woolworths.
I tried to describe what Woolworths was to
Yeah.
Olivia,
Yeah.
and I said, imagine the middle aisle of Lidl.
Yeah.
stretched out over 62 shops with a shitload of sweets.
Yeah.
That's basically what Woolworths was,
Good
right?
times,
And people, that's what people think, pick and mix. And that wasn't even the main thing they sold, right? But yeah, I mean, you couldn't sell pick and mix in this climate. That's the equivalent of sharing a needle now. Like, I mean, it wasn't even hygienic back then. Did you see any kids use that scoop? No one used that scoop. I used to see kids heads just underneath, like under the flat.
They might have tasted one.
No, I saw kids in Wakefield. I saw kids just going at it like cows on feet, like animals, like a cat coming in through a cat flap.
God,
like
that's horrible.
Basically, they used to have signs up. Dace Rink on Twitter said to us, they used to have signs up saying "eating is stealing." Because kids would just stand there all day. Mum would go to bingo, stay near the pick and mix where I know where you are. Just eat them.
Well, try before you buy.
Try before you. And these are the same kids that you had the head underneath the dispenser at Pizza Hut, like that, Gem, just with the water like that. Don't keep watching the feed because you're dozing off. You tell me not to do it, and you just watch it. It's not telly.
It's really clear.
It's really clear. We've been doing this for 32 weeks. She's surprised to see herself on there.
I don't always look like this. It's just I keep thinking.
Stop admiring yourself. Yeah, it's just because you don't really look like it. Do you know the worst bit of the pick and mix? When you get to the till and she put it on the scales and it went, and you were like, oh, there's so much in there, and you've realised you've just spent a whole pocket money on a big bag of diabetes. Just a whole thing like that.
Awful.
Do you know the last bag of pick and mix from Woolworths was auctioned on eBay?
Oh, get lost.
Do you know how much it? Yeah.
No.
It was.
Really?
£14,500. It made.
Some people have got more money.
Some people are loopy. However, listen. Do you want to know what it was in it?
Go on.
Right. In it was fizzy cola bottles, rhubarb and custards.
I'd have gone shrimps light.
Well, this is the thing. Strawberry bonbons, Turkish delight, psychopath, and chocolate mice and pineapple cubes. There's some ropey selections there.
Oh, say don't spray it.
Shrimp.
Space.
No, those.
But they're light.
I know. You could get rubber sacks of those for £1.
I know.
You never even register. They're never. It's like air. You're paying for air.
I love a shrimp.
Mushroom, coconut mushroom.
Light.
Now they were quite dense.
Yeah.
Who has Turkish delight as well? It's like chewing on potpourri. Animals.
I like Turkish delight now.
No.
I didn't as a kid.
I know. It was tasted weird.
I wouldn't have a lot of it.
It's like walking through a cloud of hairspray whilst chewing a chewing gum.
Why have you got chocolate buttons behind them?
Just as a little bit of sustenance. Would you like one? I was talking about pick and mix, and I thought you might like a chocolate button. Would you like a chocolate button?
No, thanks. It'll clag
That's
me
the
up.
first time you've ever said claggy clock, a chocolate button. Sadly, though, the Woolworths news wasn't real.
Yeah,
it was some
fake. Fake news.
And it shows how desperate we were for a warm cuddle of nostalgia.
Yeah,
I think it was.
That is quite telling, actually.
It is, and it also shows the standard of journalism in the country, which is basically blogging now, isn't it? If they see what's trending on Twitter, then they write an article about it. So there you go.
Very good.
Do you want to just do a little bit
Watch that plays out?
Just do. No, we've got more topical news. But... Here, are you going down? Do you want a button to go down?
No, thanks.
All right. Do you want a button at home, guys? Anyway. Also, I mean, you can go down. You can stay up for this. What do you want to do?
I'll go down.
You're going to go down?
Yeah.
You can stop looking at yourself. You can look at yourself on the feed.
No, it's all right.
Go on, give us a kiss on your makeup.
No, not with all this.
On your eyes. Weird. It does look like you look. I know what you look like.
What?
Penguin from Batman.
God.
Right. Anyway. It looked like a goth, Gemma. It's quite arousing.
By the way, say hello to Deliso. He's watching.
Oh, hello, Deliso. Lord, he hasn't watched for ages. Love that man. How you doing, my friend? Anyway, Gemma, we also want to say, darling, Gemma, Tia Eve. Happy Tia Eve, everyone.
Oh,
Gemma.
God. No, you should be calling it Tier 3.
Well, it was Tier Eve until they changed it, but in Nottingham, we're going to Tier 3 restrictions as of tomorrow. Now, these...
Well, actually, it's technically Friday
now.
1 minute past midnight.
Yeah, because COVID's going to have another day off and then get us. But however, Gemma, these restrictions are interesting, do you not think?
Go on.
Because back in September, Boris said, and I've got the quote, Gemma, I don't want a second national lockdown. I think it will be completely wrong for this country, and we are going to do everything in our power to prevent it. So what he's done instead, Gemma, he's done lots of little lockdowns moving through the country, and he's called them tiers instead. Thank you. Oh. So we're going to be at tier 50 by Christmas, I think, which I don't know if you know what tier 50 is going to be, Gemma. It's where you have to all live in an individual cupboard. You've got to wear a mask in your own toilet, and you've got to put your family dog on the track and trace app. That's tier 50, right? Now, here's an interesting thing, Gemma. Now, this is the bit I've been excited about doing all night in the shed, right? There's talk of the latest COVID updates being presented like a weather report, right? Because they're saying it's getting a bit stale now. People are zoning out. They want to jazz it up a bit. Jazz up the COVID news. Because people are so sick of hearing about deaths. They're going to jazz it up, funk it up, baby. Right? And I think it's good because it's getting a bit predictable, right? Now, when Boris and the scientists approach the podium, we all know what happens, Gemma.
Go on.
They speak, we all have a little cry, and I go and have a drink. It's basically the same, and it's boring. What I think they should do, Gemma, you want to cue up that music for me, darling?
Oh, yeah.
I think the first way we could do it, the first way of delivering this COVID news, Gemma, it's going to be like the charts.
Which music should it be?
It's the chart music is on the other, let me put it
Disco Heart.
Yeah, hang on a minute. Yeah, get ready, Gemma. This is going to, what I want to do is I think we should do the COVID rundown for the regions of the country, like a top 40 when we were kids, listening to the radio, Sunday night. Here we go, Gemma. Play the bed of music, please, my darling. Oh, turn it down a little bit. Right, a bit lower. Right, here we go. Are you ready, Gemma?
Yeah.
Straighting at number 10, it's Devon and Cornwall with the rule of 6. Flipping 2 places like an ill-fitting face mask. We've got Leeds with I Fell in Love with a COVID Warrior. In at 9, it's Kent with their new hit, Don't Stand So Close to Me. Climbing 2 places, number 8, it's London with Key Worker. At 7, it's Tears 1 to 3 for Fears with Hands, Face, Space, the Essential Travel Only mix. Proud of that one. A new entry at number 6, Track and Trace by Liverpool. A non-mover at number 5, it's My Children with I'm on Half Term. Go on, get the music going again, it's only a minute long. A non-mover at number 5, it's My Children with I'm on Half Term and I Can't Be Asked to Move, Daddy. Oxford are at number 4 with U2 and the vaccines. We still haven't found what we're looking for. And now the top 3, Gemma. At 3, it's Sheffield with the rap classic Bitch Be In My Support Bubble. At 2, it's Norwich with a cover of the Alice Cooper classic Home School's Out for the Summer. And at number 1, Gemma, for the 3rd month in a row, it's the UK government with a cover of the Led Zeppelin rock classic Communication Breakdown, recorded live at Barnard Castle. I'm clapping myself. I am clapping myself. Oh my God. Ooh, you can stop the music now.
That's it. That was beautiful.
So, you see, that's one way of doing it, Gemma.
Go on.
The other way,
Carry on.
the other way of delivering the news is by a weather report. So, Gemma, can you stand up and hold my map of the UK? Now, imagine you've come to weather. I am now Thomas Schaffernacker.
Oh,
I love a Schaffernacker.
like that,
now,
would you?
can these people see the news?
Schaffernacker.
Schaffernacker. They can see the news there.
Yeah.
They can see that's right. So
I've always
basically,
wanted to be a weather girl.
right. Well, yeah. Here we go. Right. So we're going to do. This is the COVID updates in the form of a weather report.
Okay.
Now, here you can see a Tier 3 weather system sweeping in from the north, bringing with it an area of high pressure, particularly in the toilet roll aisles. We can see the temperatures are rising as high as 42 degrees around your nan's house, so best go check on her. This cool breeze from an open window or hand fan may help to make things a little bit more comfortable for a sticky night. In Yorkshire, we see a cold snap, followed by patches of moisture localised around the thermostat as the men finally cave in and turn the heating on. As we move, this is like two Ronnies, isn't it? Yeah. As we move down south to Tunbridge Wells, we see a heavy concentration of Tier 1 restrictions, despite rising case numbers. They're clearly so middle class and privileged that the virus has been told to piss off to Margate instead. Go and infect the peasants. On to Wales now, Gemma. We can see a large concentration of anger here. Mainly due to the government banning the sale of non-essential items in the supermarkets. Expect this pattern to continue for several days until there's a full-scale riot and people are seen walking naked through Tesco, covered in their own fecal matter and demanding to be sold a mop. To Scotland now. The temperatures are set to plummet over the next few days, so probably best to switch the face mask for a full-on balaclava, but do remember to take it off before you enter the bank, otherwise you'll be doing 15 years. And so the forecast, Gemma, for the next few months ahead.
Oh, very good.
Misery, despair, and people drinking heavily by midday. Back to the studio. Clapping myself on that one. Clapping myself. That was my audition for Radio 4.
Very good.
If you want things like that doing, come and see me. Come and see me.
I need a clipboard.
So anyway, so that was it. That was the
Excellent.
COVID. Imagine that. If you got those news, if you got that news like that, you'd probably be like, I don't agree with it, but it's track and trace by London.
Yeah.
You'd like that. The other thing I want to talk about, Gemma, before you go down, I'm going to do. This is what's quite interesting. I read. Now this is about culture. Yeah. We're going to move on to someone's questions in a minute, but the one thing that's been really interesting, I read something in the Independent. This is the highbrow section. Now I know don't look like you should be, but imagine now we've gone on to this late night talk show. Yes. What's really interesting? I read an article, it said, and I need to put my glasses on because I want to look more intelligent.
Very good.
Can I put my glasses on?
Yeah, please do. Let's move him. You've knocked Miss Skelly Bob down.
Not Miss Skelly Bob. Well, I'm sorry, but education. This is me being educational now, guys. Okay. Oh, these are very marked, aren't they? Now, everybody, this is the highbrow section of the show.
Yes.
So, what I've said, we're experiencing a very different way of life at the moment, and we keep on talking about this new normal, right? Yeah. And it's made me think there's not going to be any art, theatre or film that won't be tainted by the effects of this pandemic, right? Now, I found this great article in the Independent. Genuinely, it said, modern life from the pandemic to mobile phones is the enemy of a good plot. Do you know what they're saying there?
No.
Really interesting, this. Basically, it's hard to suspend reality when the whole play or film is easily undermined.
Right.
An example is La Bohème.
La Bohème?
La Bohème, the opera. I'm glad I did that because I'd have ruined that if I couldn't have pronounced it. I would have known how intelligent I am. La Bohème, the opera, had a character that was dying of TB for the whole thing.
My granddad had TB.
Yeah, well, this is the thing. She was dying of TB for the whole thing before antibiotics. Now, quick shot in the ass, done and dusted in 5 minutes. Doesn't work. Doesn't work. TV detectives, right? Basically, in the article, they said that all TV detectives, Morse, Miss Marple, Poirot, made redundant because of CCTV. Basically, if they've got the CCTV,
if it bloody works.
If there's a if it's done CCTV, no investigation, no analysis, love, just a shared post on Facebook, a quick swab of DNA, boom, guilty, easy. That's them done.
Job done.
Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters film now, they would have been in trouble carrying around all those ghosts. Gemma, that is not good for the environment. You can't recycle a poltergeist. They'd be in trouble. The one that I don't understand, right? COVID anxiety is, right? If you're watching any programme now with cuddling or like it's going to make us tense. Like if you see a crowd, you'll be stood up in the cinema shouting, 2 meters! Get your masks on!
Yeah.
Someone call the COVID warriors, right? And it's the same emotion I feel when I watch a concert on YouTube and people aren't got mobile phones. That's a weird, they're not using mobile phones.
I know what you mean.
Because I think like that's we'll never see that era again. No. It amazes me the people who filmed that, by the way. Yeah. Because why would you watch it back?
I know.
You can't replicate the emotion with your eyes. No. That whole experience, the sound, the people together, the light show, and you're watching it on a tiny screen with a sound that sounds like a squirrel trapped in a dustbin.
Yeah.
It's shit, right? Psycho. The film Psycho.
Oh, here we go.
Won't work. Do you know why it won't work?
Go on.
TripAdvisor. One bad review, no one's staying there, right?
Yeah.
The other one, Home Alone.
Oh, that wasn't, you didn't mean American Psycho.
No, Psycho as in the Psycho. Norman Bates.
Yeah.
He's a bit weird, him. He's always on about his mum. I'm not staying there.
Yeah.
1 star.
Done.
Get done.
Yeah.
Home Alone. That is the biggest disappointment now, because just the film would be, oh my God, what have we done about Kevin? We've lost Kevin. Well, we haven't. No, he's on the GPS.
Yeah, there he is.
Just FaceTime him.
Yeah.
Kevin, are you all right? Yeah, done. I'll get you an Uber. See you in about 3 days.
Yeah,
done.
True. Yeah.
Right, and you couldn't do it now. We're a compensation culture. He wrecks those, tarred and feathers, those that he'd be doing 10 years in a borstal. Yeah. And also, right, the other thing, because of social media, his poor mum would spend half that film defending herself on Twitter, hashtag bad parent.
Yeah.
Hashtag bad parent.
Yeah.
What you done? I didn't mean to do it. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Hashtag Home Alone.
Hashtag Home Alone. Hashtag unacceptable.
That's true.
There you go. That's my little bit.
Done.
Thank you very much.
Oh, you have been working hard this week, haven't you?
I'm tired now. Gemma, it's a new feature.
It's
another new feature, guys.
Yeah.
We are spoiling you here today, and then we will move on to your questions.
Oh, into that bit.
No, aren't we doing Gemma's Dilemmas?
That's my questions.
All right, Gemma's Dilemmas.
Yeah.
And then we got question of the week.
Yeah.
Go on.
Hang on.
I'm having a chocolate button. Go on, carry on.
Hang on, I'm just making this up.
Go on.
Gemmas Dilemmas.
Ooh, pretty good. Do you know, sometimes I would love just a little bit of rehearsal Oh, that worked for that. Oh, now it's scary.
I know.
This is called Gemma's Dilemmas. It's a new regular feature of the show where Gemma loses her shit. No, it's Gemma is going to give me a little quiz, aren't you, Gem? Now, I can see. Don't tell me the answers.
I'm not gonna.
So, what is your little dilemma quiz this week?
I have to say, I've been inspired by Danny Dyer on the
wall. I can't stand it. Bloody
wall. I
wall.
To say, is he right?
Is he
or
right?
Is he wrong?
Yeah.
Oh, just love that man.
Someone says you look like a cross between Ozzy Osbourne and the Joker.
That's fine.
Yeah.
So I've done a wall-style quiz board.
Oh, great!
Okay, so we've got, according to a recent poll, starting with most popular, put these Halloween costumes in the correct order.
Oh.
So what do you think is the most popular?
What is the most popular?
What is the most
Angela
popular?
Rippon, where are you?
Oh,
right, well, it's got to be
a magwall.
I think it's witch, vampire. I think witch is the most popular.
Right.
Then Batman. Then cat, then vampire. B, A, C, D.
Okay, the answer is B.
Yeah.
C.
Ooh.
D.
Yeah.
A.
Really?
You were wrong.
I was wrong.
You got one right.
Batman's more logistically difficult to put off.
Yeah. Okay.
People may say it's Batman.
You've got 2 questions though today.
I've got 2 questions today.
2 Gemmas Dilemmas.
2 Gemmas Dilemmas. Go on.
Okay. Starting with the highest grossing, which of these horror films has made the most money?
I know this one, I think.
I don't think you do.
I think I do. The Blair Witch Project is number 1.
Nope. Oh, I shouldn't say that. Right, do your order.
Most money, It.
Yes.
Then, this is difficult. Then Sixth Sense, then Blair Witch Project, then Exorcist.
No. It, Sixth Sense, Exorcist, Blair Witch.
Well, Blair Witch was made on a shoestring budget, so they did really well.
It still made shed loads of money.
Well done, everyone. I like Gemma's Dilemmas.
Yeah.
One more of those next week.
It's like the wall, isn't it? It's like the wall.
Yeah, wall.
Yeah, is he right? Oh, I didn't do that. Is he right? Or is he wrong?
Now, what you got to do is drop a ball and have to go, keep going, ball. Like you can talk.
No.
I love how they think they can talk to the ball.
Yeah.
Get it right, you bastard.
Oh, the walls.
Oh, the wall's paying me back.
The wall's got a bag on this week.
I took a piss up the back of the wall and he's paying me back now. Right. Gemma, that was wonderful.
Thank you. Well, I won't go that far.
Well, it's
wonderful's a bit much.
It killed 5. Gemma, it is time for Question of the Week.
Yes!
Go for it.
I
think people.
I never know if I'm going to add that bit in or not.
I think people are really loving my countdown.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, right. Question of the week is where are you from?
Yeah.
We wanted to know where you're from because no one can travel now.
We had a bit
of restrictions.
We had a bit of a thing, didn't we? Because we was when he was talking about what we're going to talk about this week, and we were like, well, why don't we talk about culture? And then you were like, well, this. And then we ended up saying, tell us about where you live.
Yeah.
If there's anybody famous who are from where you live. Is it invented anything? And you were like, that's not culture.
It's just places. So I've changed the name of the show. It's kind of culture. It's kind of landmarks. It's kind of Wikipedia. But we're going to do it because no one's allowed to travel because everyone's going to be in tier 78 by the end of the week.
I think you're all going to learn something today.
So we're all going to learn something. I'm going to tell you where I'm from.
Right.
Pontefract.
Ponte Carlo.
It's famous for the racecourse,
the
Haribo factory. So basically gambling and type 2 diabetes. It's home of Harold Shipman's first appointment as a doctor. Ooh, didn't treat me. King Richard II was held prisoner and died at Pontefract Castle.
Oh.
In the dungeon. Shakespeare.
So Richard III died in Leicester?
Yeah.
Buried in Leicester.
Best real, but
was that Richard III?
Yeah, Shakespeare talks about it in his play. O Pomfret, how thou bloody prison, fatal and ominous to noble peers, with the guilty closure of thy walls, Richard II was hacked to death.
Pomfret?
Pomfret?
Does he mean Pontefract?
Yeah.
Pomfret?
Did you know? I read that like...
That's like...
That was like Ian McKellen.
No, but that's like French for chip.
Pomfret, chips, chips. Oh, thou bloody... He was in a prison of chips.
He was in McDonald's.
He was in McDonald's. I don't think Shakespeare would have had Richard II.
They don't do the Big Mac, do they?
No,
they do. They do.
Le Big Mac.
No, they don't do the quarter pounder.
You're thinking Pulp Fiction.
They go metric.
Oh, Pomfret. Oh, Pomfret.
Pomfret.
When he was in a
Pomfret.
prison of it maybe just fries into lot.
Yeah.
That's a cube, that is, isn't it? You're inside the cube. Simplify the game. Take some chips away. It's got. Do you know what? Yeah. So it was hacked to death. Do you know what though? Lovely little gift shop.
A gift shop.
A lovely little gift shop. A lovely little gimp shop.
I think we should be doing, right?
A lovely little gift
I'm
shop.
going to start doing
On every time I do it.
No, we want to do the top 10 of your cock-ups.
Cock-ups, yeah. My fast brain, slow lips. A lovely little gimp shop. A lovely little gift shop, Gemma. Get a pencil and a rubber there.
Yeah.
Now, do you know, here's the other thing is,
Go on.
I don't live there though. I live in Old Snidel, don't I? Which
Snidel.
sounds like an Old Snidel. Sounds
Come
like,
down to Old Snidel.
come down to Old Snidel. He's going to put a curse on you as Old Snidel. Do you know what I found out?
Go on.
There's a murder in Old Snidel in the 1800s. Someone had wrote it on a blog.
What?
A man was murdered in Old Snidel. I'm not going to read the whole thing because it's a big
Because he
thing.
missed the bus, he was
No,
really angry.
No, it's a genuine story. And basically what happened was, it was a man who was walking with his friend who had these wages and he cut his throat for his wages.
My God.
Left him in the ditch over at the Willigarth, which is behind where my mum and dad live.
Yeah.
And the blood ran into the stream. He survived because it lowered his body temperature. He crawled all the way back. Where did he crawl to? The local pub, the Cross Keys.
No.
And that's why they called it the Cross Keys, because all the evidence he had, because he died when he got there, and all the evidence he had was a key with a cross on it.
Yeah.
And that was the guy's key, and he escaped.
So what was the pub called before he crawled up to it?
I think it was called I've had my throat cut in. But how weird is that? Because
How weird is it that they changed the name of the pub to a bloke who'd been murdered?
That's catchy.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
Let's rename the pub after that lad who got slashed.
I just like the idea of him going,
Yeah.
what's that, mate? It's a cross key. Catchy. Catchy. We'll do bar meals. We'll do bar meals. Can you get the ambulance? No, we'll put snacks out.
Yeah.
Do you want a bite, mate? But I used to do my milk round money round there when I was 13. I could have had my throat cut.
Oh.
Everyone says though that there's a ghost there.
Oh, give up.
Yeah.
I hate stuff like that.
Should we do a whistle stop tour of our Shed Showdown, beautiful Shed Showdown?
Yes, please.
Robert Lowe, sponsor of the show.
Hey,
Rugby.
Rob.
It's famous for rugby.
Of course.
And he said it's also the rugby's Cock Robin Wood is now the UK's premier dogging site.
Oh, you are joking.
But I mean, obviously, Cock Robin Wood, what else it was going to be used for?
Yeah.
It might as well have been called Fellatio Forest. It was obvious. That's that one.
Yeah. What else we got?
Sarah Johnson, big
Oh,
fans of
yeah,
the show.
right.
Very funny girl.
Oh, Sarah's brilliant.
So talented.
Yeah.
She is from Leicester.
Yeah. Listen to this.
Now, Leicester was first in local lockdown.
Yeah.
She says, I think they're still in it. No one's told them to come out. I think they've been in it
forgotten,
forever.
yeah.
They're tier 300 now.
They're the forgotten
Leicester,
lockdown.
God, there's someone there still getting bread delivered.
I know,
Poor old
Jesus.
Leicester. Famous people, Gary Lineker, Walker's Chris, and the Elephant Man.
Yeah.
That's not Gary Lineker, although he does have the ears for it.
No, it's
John Merrick.
Merrick.
Daniel Lambert, the fattest bloke. She said, probably because of the crisps. Leicester City football, they won the trophy, and she said she went to see them do the tour through the open top bus, but she was so small, she didn't know it, but she couldn't see anything. So, like, she still doesn't know to this day if it was the genuine bus. I just love the idea of her looking square on at a petrol crap of the number 36 to Braunston, just going, well done, guys, number 36 to Braunston. Just some bloke like that on his phone going to work. What are you doing, love? She basically, Sue Townsend, the Adrian Mole books.
Yes.
Thomas Cook, the travel agent, the Space Centre. Now,
Space Centre.
it's ironic, really, you've got a Space Centre because we've been no atmosphere. Awful place. Dead king under a car park, Richard III.
Yeah.
It was under the car park. Apparently, Gemma, he'd been there years, thought it was a speed bump. I'm on fire tonight. DNA printing.
What?
DNA coding was coming for Leicester University. DNA coding. That's a bit, but that's dogging again, isn't it?
Oh.
That's the.
So how you get
That's the
DNA?
thing. If you ever see a professor at MIT, he'll go, "Do you fancy a bit of DNA coding?" DNA coding, and the Leicester Comedy Festival, of course. Right, we're going to spin right on. Julie Lermont, Kings Lynn.
Oh dear.
She said it's England's most important port. Captain Vancouver, the Queen's Sandringham Estates round the corner. Kings Lynn Hospital was the birthplace of a fictitious character we love.
Alan Partridge.
Alan Partridge.
Of course.
Eddie Rooney. Eddie Rooney! Senior.
Yeah.
Rooney. I love Rooney.
Is there a place called Foursquare?
Foursquare? Yeah.
Because when I used to work for Mars,
Foursquare.
we were based at Melton
I swear, I
Mowbray,
Foursquare.
But then we had a place at King's Lynn
Yeah.
and a place at Foursquare, they used to say. What's that mean?
Foursquare. I swear, I Foursquare. I don't know. I just
I
keep
don't
doing
know
that
what
thing
I'm
from
talking
Scrooge.
about. Carry on.
I don't know what you're on about, Gemma.
I don't.
I think you're on about Connect 4. Eddie Rooney Senior says, I live in Liverpool. It's famous for so many things. Apparently the Beatles are from there. I didn't know
Get
that.
out of town.
And he says we can laugh at ourselves like this nan. Now this picture, he said he sent this. He said, look at that. It's when a nana got a passport photo but pressed the wrong button and got it done with the Liverpool football team. Eddie Rooney, this is brilliant.
So
it's not his
funny.
nan, but he says that's the sort of thing that makes him laugh.
Brilliant.
I love that. She'd gone and got a passport picture, pressed on the
Bless
novelty
her.
button, whole Liverpool football team.
Aw.
I love that, Eddie. You're right, mate. We can laugh at things like that. Thank you very much, my friend. Next one.
We went to Liverpool. It's bloody lovely.
It's lovely,
city.
it's Liverpool. Really lovely city. I love it. My favourite
Love
place
it
to
down
gig.
by the docks.
My favourite place to gig until I do Manchester the night after, and then I tell them exactly the same. Okay. So we've got Oliver Boswell, Sheffield, Steel, oldest football team, as in the Sheffield United.
I thought that was Notts County.
No, I don't know. Let's fight about it. Let's organise a fight. He said they practiced the bouncing bomb at the Lady Bower Dam, the reservoir.
No.
That is true. I do know that. And he said they do a tractor rally. And I sent a footage of the tractor rally. And I'm saying, Gemma, I mean, we know that the UFC, the cage fighting now, is exploded with sponsorship. And I think the next thing could be the tractor rallies, Oliver. Because you've sent me a picture, mate. I've never seen such high-octane shit in all my life. Brace yourself.
Whoa!
Oh, look at the excitement.
Look at those beauties.
Look at that. Everyone just following in convoy. Can you imagine the level of excitement there?
Jesus.
Incredible.
It's unbelievable.
Lovely.
And also about Sheffield, because I was going to go to Sheffield Uni. They've got, in the university, they've got one of the only, what's those lifts called, where you walk onto it and it moves all the time?
Cantilevered? No.
No.
Rotating lift?
No. Oh, my dad would know.
Do you know what my favourite thing is? There's a company called Schindler's Lifts. Always makes me laugh.
Oh, God, you're joking. That's sick.
No, it's just, I don't think they meant to, I think it wasn't
No, they
intentional.
did.
Did
They did. They
Evil,
meant that.
evil. And they're German, I think.
Oh,
right,
God.
Gemma, are you monitoring the figures? I think there's loads of shout-outs. We'll come on to that in a minute. Last one.
Bloody
Sorry,
hell.
I'm telling you a lot of things.
Fast brain, slow
We've got
next.
fast brains. Melton Mowbray, we've got Rachel Mary.
Oh, you see, I used to work in Melton Mowbray.
Pork
at
pies.
the pet food factory.
Yeah, Gemma used to eat dog food for a living.
No, I didn't.
No.
But I used to get four bags.
Free-
4 free bags of chocolate every.
Yeah.
Was it every week?
Every week.
No, it wasn't.
Celebrations.
Every week. It wasn't every week.
It was nearly every week.
Was it
I
every
put
week?
on so much weight while you were working
Jesus.
there.
Oh.
Mm.
It did smell of pedigree chum as you went to work.
It smelled of dog food, didn't
You
it?
see, if you went
That
to
was just in your car.
Slough's where they make the chocolate.
Yeah,
I got the dog food.
yeah.
Carry on.
She's also said it's famous for the phrase painting the town red.
Is it?
Apparently, in 1837, the Marquis of Waterford and a group of friends ran riot in the town. They did not want to pay the toll fee to get in. The rich hooligans had a spree, painting the toll bar and several buildings red.
Well, I never
Now,
did.
it means going out and having a good time.
Brilliant.
I think
I'll
it
tell you
means
what.
wanton vandalism.
Bloody good night out in Melton as well.
There's a picture of it.
Oh,
Painting the
lovely.
town. Bloody good night out in
Bloody
Melton.
good night out
There's
in
nothing
Melton.
beats a night out in Melton. You can go, you can drink, you can have a little bit of celebrations, and then a pork pie for the taxi home.
Very
Magical.
nice, magical.
Magical. Also, we've got a couple more very, very quick ones here. These
Let me
are my
see if there
favourite.
is any shout outs.
Any shout outs?
Oh, somebody's just said about.
What?
Oh, Gok One is also from Leicester.
Gokwan.
Ah, that's it. Well done, Phil Minns.
What's Phil Minns said?
Paternoster Lift. Thank you.
Phil
I knew
Minns.
it began with a P.
I love the fact that people might be Googling things.
No, but he knew
He
that.
knew that.
No,
Phil
he
Minns.
knew
I
that.
think Phil Minns has.
And Neil Hogg knew it.
Neil Hogg.
knew
Well
it.
done, Neil Hogg. I think Neil Minns
Yeah.
has spent some time in Germany. I'm sure he lives in Berlin. I'm
Oh,
sure he does.
and Nick Mellors. Yes, he's delivered on this.
All right.
Oldest football club is Sheffield FC. Oldest football league club, Nottingham Forest. Oldest professional football club, Notts County. Oldest football league ground, Mansfield Town. And he put hashtag Sado.
Do you know what? I feel like we're having a.
Nick, yes!
You know what? I feel like we've gone from entertainment, education, pub quiz. We are hitting
Nick,
all bases.
hey,
if you are watching
I'll tell
this
you what.
on the internet, punt us out. We can be we're QI now.
No, I'm
we're
telling
QI
you,
now,
can you
baby.
Imagine the Shed Showdowns
We'd
as a
smash
pub quiz
every pub
team.
quiz team.
Woo!
But the problem is, Gemma,
Yeah.
that we are going to do the cult.
Yeah.
So they're on about pub quizzes, but we're all going to be in dressing gowns. You're all going to be drinking my drinks, and you're going to be serving me.
Yeah.
So we won't be doing pub quizzes because we'll be taking over the world instead.
Yeah.
Here's my favourite one.
Go on.
We've got Helen and Mark Taylor from Middlesbrough. Middlesbrough, Gemma.
Oh, I love Middlesbrough.
I'm going to read it in a Middlesbrough accent. Are you ready?
Oh,
Hi,
God.
we're from Middlesbrough, Scott, and we're famous for a parmo. If you've ever tried one, you've never lived. It's basically a heart attack on a plate, but it tastes so good. The salad is just for sure. No one ever eats the salad. Looking forward to the show, Helen and Mark Taylor. I have had a parmo.
Ooh, what
Do you know
is
what it is? It's pork with deep fried in breadcrumbs, bechamel sauce like lasagna, cheese over the top with chips. It's 2,000 calories, and you hear your heart begging you to stop. But do you know what?
It's a bit like a schnitzel.
It's absolute schnitzel bitzel, baby.
It sounds like a schnitzel.
It is so good. It as you do it, you can hear your heart go stop, but you don't. I had one at Stockton, and then went on stage and had one of the most difficult gigs.
What? Because you're too full.
I was having palpitations.
Oh,
I was
God.
sweating. My
Jesus,
body I had ingested so much cholesterol. We have got Bernard Walters is in West Houghton near Bolton, and the Wetherspoons is called the Robert Shaw.
Oh.
He was the actor who was born there. Now, Bernard, you know this. My favourite film is Jaws, and the irony is that he died from drink, and it seems lost on the regulars in Wetherspoons. However, which is a weird thing to name someone afterwards, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a very odd thing.
Yeah.
However, if he's from West Houghton near Bolton. Love Robert Shaw. Looks like my Uncle Eric. There's a fact for you.
It does. Can I just do another shout out?
Yes.
This is important.
Yes.
A few people have come back to us. Joe, Caveney Davis. Hi, Joe. And Doug Holden.
Hello.
Both have said that Schindler's Lists were founded in 1874 in Switzerland.
You see, I wasn't lying. Those flag-waving cowards.
No, it's just like, I thought that they'd made it up because of...
What?
Schindler's List.
No.
They've been around.
No, it was, if anything, Oscar Schindler named himself after a list. I don't know.
No,
but anyway, Gemma,
yes,
that was a fantastic bit. I feel enthused and knowledgeable.
It's brilliant. And also, one more from Peter Atkinson.
Yes.
The signal box.
Hello, Peter.
Yeah, the signal box is famous for being the one Hornby modelled theirs on.
For the railway little...
Yeah, hang on, I need to find Lizzie's comment. Where's Liz?
Do you know what's amazing about this, guys, by the way?
Oh, yeah, Oakham has a level crossing and a pub called the Grain Store.
I know, because I've played it, and it's wonderful.
And obviously Paul McGeevy does, doesn't he?
And we big fans of mine at Grain Store. Love those guys.
Yeah.
Do you know what's amazing?
Go on.
I feel like we're all... This knowledge tonight,
Yeah.
we would be the ultimate quiz team, guys.
We would.
What would we be called? The Shed Showdowns.
Of course.
Of course. Right, Gemma, we're going to do a quick quarantine quarrel.
Yeah.
And then we're going to ring my mum and dad.
Go on then.
Now, couple of quarrels. Get on your little tune.
Oh, do we do quarantine quarrels? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Thank you, everyone. That was incredible.
Quarantine quarrels, quarantine quarrels. Hang on. Quarantine quarrels, quarantine quarrels, quarantine quarrels.
Radcliffe-on-Trent, famous for Scott Bennett performing Leap Year at Rad Fringe. Thank you,
Woohoo!
Nick Mellors. I put it on the map,
Get
baby.
it.
That's what I'm going to start doing now. And then someone else has said, Timperley, Frank Sidebottom, brilliant. Yeah, cult comedian, incredible. Quarantine quarrels. This is where we get off our chest things that make things difficult in our lives.
Yeah.
Gemma has taken this week. You keep talking about time.
Oh, I knew it!
It pisses me off.
I knew
The clocks went back, and Gemma keeps saying to me, "Come on, we need to get it. It is now 11 o'clock in old money, 11 o'clock in old time now, 11 o'clock at night. But it's 10. We've had the extra hour. Why do you keep doing
listen
that?
Up, listen,
How long
listen
are you
up.
going to drag that out for?
Listen up. I'll give you an exact time how long I'm going to drag this out for. Approximately a week and a half to acclimatise.
Oh,
because
you don't got jet lag.
No, if we didn't have children, I probably wouldn't even mention it.
Right.
But for kids, an hour is a big piece of time. And
We're just sitting on the sofa with the fingers up the bums.
No, because if a child...
That's why they've got worms.
No, children are tired at 7 o'clock, right?
Yeah.
What am I trying to say here?
It's bollocks,
no,
mate.
it's not bollocks, right? Because if you imagine a kid's tired at normally 8 o'clock, the new 8 o'clock is actually 9 o'clock, so they're even more tired.
New 8
so
o'clock.
you can't just keep going, oh, it's only 8 o'clock, because in a child's world, an hour is a big deal.
Gemma's refusing to accept that Greenwich
I
Mean
just like
Time
to
has
keep
moved forward.
reminding you that, we need a bit of grace period for them to acclimatise to the new time.
They've done nothing.
Like I said to you, it's really important we get dinner ready on the dot because their tummies are used to having their dinner ready at 5:30. So 6:30 is actually 7:30. I mean, they're going to be
But
starving.
we're waking them up for breakfast at 5:30.
But
It's silly.
I mean, in a week and a half, it'll be easier when they've got.
That's what
Is
it
that what
makes.
you said to that?
Yeah, that's what it makes
Yeah.
me feel like. It makes me angry. It makes me angry. But yeah, I know what you're saying.
You've got about another 5 days of me saying in old money it's this time.
The other thing that you get annoyed about is
Go
you
on.
never share my enthusiasm for things.
What?
I get really excited. I took the kids and I took us out for a curry on Monday night as a little treat. And when we were in there, I was really excited, and I was like, it was really busy. And I said to Gemma, "Oh, it's amazing! Look how busy it is for a Monday." And she just went, "Stop! Why?"
No, you said
What?
How have you nicked my quarantine quarrel? You must have said, "Isn't it busy for a Monday?" 15 times.
Is it busy for a Monday?
I
It's busy for a
said-
Monday.
I
It's all
said-
I could talk
I said,
about.
if
We've been
you
married
say-
too long.
If you say it's busy for a Monday one more time,
I'm going to smash your head in. It'll be busy. It'll
We're
be
gonna send
busy
you
around
to next
A&E.
Monday.
It'll be busy in A&E on a Monday. The other thing is, one more thing. I've
Yeah.
got one more.
yeah,
Right, one thing really annoys me.
go on.
We've got a tumble dryer in the garage.
Oh, I know what you're going to say.
Guilty laugh. What do you do? What do you do?
Fluff.
Fluff. Every time she empties the fluff, she won't walk to the wheelie bin. She pops it on the side, and we're basically.
Right.
No, let me just tell
No,
you.
this
It's
is
like
good, this
it's
is
like
good.
you're.
Carry on,
It's like
carry on.
It's like you're a bird collecting materials to make a nest.
No.
Just keep that
Okay.
fluff, and then I have to do it, and I've got clammy hands because I've got a condition, probably an overactive thyroid, and I look. By the time I get in the house, I look like I'm turning into a
Right.
werewolf. And you do it every week. Fluff it, fluff. Put the
No.
fluff. Put the fluff.
Shall we tell people about what's happening here?
What? What's happening here?
You see, for people who regularly empty the dryer and load the dryer, okay?
Yeah.
So people who are doing this day in, day out.
Put my glasses back on for sympathy. Can't hit a man in glasses.
When you have your arms full of washing,
Yes.
you've defluffed,
Yeah.
and then what happens is sometimes I've got the new washing to put in the dryer, then my hands get slightly moist. If I then touch the fluff, I end up with a hand that looks like an Ewok's
Ball sack.
backside.
Undercarriage. An Ewok's undercarriage.
And that's why I let the fluff accumulate into
That's
a bit
the
of a ball.
bullshit. That is the same alibi you use for the tea bags. When she leaves a tea bag on the side, I'm letting the steam evaporate. I'm letting the fluff dry. It's the same argument. You can see a pattern of forming here, which is
Right.
I'm not dealing with things.
Right.
Put these on over your. Put them on over your eyes. I think it'll look
They
funny.
are they're filthy.
I know. I've had them run
They're
round
fake,
my
they're
rad
fake.
them up my arse crack.
Oh, I can't believe it.
Go on. Anyway, that's
That's
quarantine quarrels. Right, play that out.
Quarantine quarrels, quarantine quarrels, quarantine quarrels.
That was a guilty quarantine quarrel outro. That. You can tell. I can tell you're feeling
can
guilty.
shove that
I can
fluff
tell you're
up your
feeling guilty.
backside, my friend.
We haven't got. We've got two stories on the internet, but I think we're going to save them for next week.
I would.
We're going to
Let's
save them
get
for
your
next
mum
week.
and dad
We've
on.
got a story about Britain's clumsiest man and a story about men what they say after sex. Join us next week for that. That's a lovely little trailer, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
We've had
lovely.
so much stuff about lifts and stuff.
Oh.
Are you ringing my parents? We're going to ring our parents now. My parents, Roy and Margaret Bennett. Turn that right up, full whack.
Full whack. It's on full whack.
Let's ring them.
Don't you dare touch that phone.
Hello.
Hello.
Good evening, Mother. How are you?
Well, Scott, it's been really good tonight.
Has it?
Oh.
Oh. Thank you.
It's
32
been
weeks.
really
We're getting
good.
there.
I'll just put you on to your dad, love.
I was gonna...
Thank you.
She's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been really good tonight.
Thank
Oh,
you.
Thank you.
Dad, what did you think about the old Snidel murder?
Your dad had written that down.
I've got a little bit extra on that, mate.
Did you?
Oh.
What you're going to tell me now is you did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, back in 1840.
Go
The
on.
man who was murdered was called William Longthorne.
Yes, true.
Ooh.
He was murdered by a man called William Mosley.
Yeah.
Mosley.
Ooh.
Mosi.
And the Cross Keys pub was called the Alsop Public House.
Yes. Well, I had.
What happened was when they took him, when he managed to crawl to the back step on the pub,
Yeah.
they took him in, laid him on a table, and he managed to just write the Mosley on a piece of slate.
Oh, and Gave it
Sure.
away.
But they never got the man.
Well.
They went to South Yorkshire or probably Beeston.
Yeah, probably Beeston, and then started a family and had a daughter called Gemma. I think as well, Dad, the problem was...
In 1958, a bus driver was coming through the village and he saw an apparition in front of him, a man, dressed in old clothes, and he slammed his brakes on, but he said, I'm sure I knocked him down.
Yeah.
But when he looked under, there was nothing there.
I'm going to tell my friend Barry Dodds about this, and we're going to come up there with some equipment and analyse that. I loves doing stuff like that, Barry Dodds. Do you know the other thing is, Dad, is that if they've had CCTV in the camera at the pub, they'd have got him.
Well, what about if they'd have had a CCTV on bus?
On bus, mate, on bus. Dad, have you had a good week?
We've had a great week, yeah.
Oh, that's nice to know. I said to Gemma, I'm aching a lot now. Is that something that should happen at my age now?
When you get severe on your shoulders, yes.
Probably.
Yeah. Oh, thank you
for... Your mother's been aching for the last 10 years. It's when she's paid, though, generally.
Aching with love, Dad. Aching with love for you.
Oh,
of course.
Right, tell them what you're going to sing.
Don't you speed it up, Mum. It's my show.
Moving on.
I've just got another little story.
Go on, and then we'll have your song.
You know that you're talking about the areas. You know, well, Normanton was obviously a Norman town in days gone by.
Right.
And Castleford,
in
the 1st century until 180 AD, it was a Roman settlement. And on the River Aire, they had a fort, and that's why it was called Castleford.
Castleford. Oh, Dad, that is...
in history around here, mate.
I love it. It's interesting, isn't it? It's interesting.
Yeah,
and of course,
it
is very interesting. It's like QI, this show now. What song are you going to sing us today?
Oh, right, well, it's a spoof that we're doing.
A spoof.
And it's a Leonard Cohen one.
Oh, God.
And you know, Leonard Cohen was a manic depressive.
Yeah. Keep it like that.
Right to ground.
It took me, Dad.
And it's Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Come on then, let's have a little bit of that.
It's not as you know.
It's not as you know it.
It's not as you know
it.
Right.
You have to listen to the words again.
And you can join in the chorus if you want to.
Right.
We will. Take it away. Take it away, you two.
Just get me tackle.
Just get your tackle. I never know what you mean by that. It really troubles me.
Now just go.
Okay.
Let's do it, Pops.
Now I've heard there was a list of chords that I should play till I got bored. My teacher told me I must practice daily. It goes like this. I'll never play the harp in heaven. I'm going to hell to play my ukulele. Ukulele, 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 ukulele.
I nailed that.
On X Factor they found my song, but I believe they got it wrong. The vocals sounded shrill and far too wailing. But sometimes when the spirit moves, I'm sure that lovely Len approves. I'll play a song upon my ukulele. Ukulele, 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 ukulele. It doesn't matter who you are or where you come from, near or far. You could be Greek, Brazilian or Israeli. No one will want to be your friend because you drive them round the bend and irritate them with your ukulele. Ukulele, 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 ukulele.
like it when it speeds up. I like the tempo. Oh! Do you know what? That was fantastic. That didn't seem that easy, that.
No, it took your mother ages to write that.
I think we're going to celebrate. Have a chocolate button to celebrate.
I'm all right,
Come
thanks.
on, have a chocky button. Do you want a chocky button at home, guys? Oh, lovely. We've got a chocolate button there to celebrate. Good. Thank you, Roy and Mags, up there in Ponte Carlo. The old Snidel murderers at large. Say good night, God bless to all the beautiful Shed Showdowns. Good night, guys. We will see those.
Love you.
Good night. And that was
Bye.
That was Roy and Margaret Bennett who were up there in old Snow.
With all the history as
With
well.
all the history surrounding them,
Love it.
playing the ukulele.
Love it.
It just shows you the ukulele might not be everyone's cup of tea, but when it's played like that,
Yeah.
it's no one's. No, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. What's that music?
That's you playing out music.
Oh, let me get my pants on. Turn that up a little bit, Gemma. Oh no, get a bit of our music on. Oh, no, let's get a bit of our music on. Get a bit of 80s music. Our that one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the end of the show. Number 32. 32 down. How many to go?
Probably another 332.
332 to go. Guys, we're going to be in tier 78 by the time the next show is out.
Oh god.
Good luck, everybody. I feel like...
We're thinking of you all.
Do you know what I feel's happening? I feel like we're getting a resurgence into
Lockdown.
into
Lockdown desperation.
online entertainment is going to be important again.
I think it's just important that we're all there for each other.
We're all there for each
because
other, and we're going to next week. I think
This sucks, man.
I think a new feature next week.
Yeah.
Facts. We can come up with some facts. I don't know what that is. That's a shit.
Quiz.
I mean, that's a shit. That's why I'm not in radio.
Quiz knowledge.
That's not a feature. I mean, imagine that as a producer. What's your
What?
feature?
Quiz
Facts.
knowledge.
Quiz not. They're not features.
love it.
Well, we'll
They
do
love
something.
it.
If you enjoyed the show, drop us a donation.
Yeah.
If you did, it doesn't matter if you can't. Just share it, Gemma. Share the stream. Spread the word. Spread the love.
Don't spread the virus.
Don't spread the virus. Spread the love. Spread the word, but not the virus.
Yeah.
Ding ding. Very clever. Else you end up looking like that. Have a wonderful weekend. We will see you again. I am in London on Friday night. I'm at Kentish Town Forum
Yes.
for the Comedy Store.
Shut over.
Doing
Where
a little
I
bit
am.
of a gig.
I'm
Big
at home
gig.
every single day.
Gemma's at home.
Woo!
You ever need her?
I will be emptying the dryer.
And leaving the fluff on the side.
Woo!
Have a wonderful weekend. We will see you again. God bless. Good night.
Bye.
Bye-bye.